Okay. So, hello everyone. Myself, Gyan Prakash. I am assistant professor of Magadh College, Aryabhatta University. So, today we are going to learn about a topic that has a great relevance in everyone's life. It deals with the public employment, it deals with the poverty and every aspects of your life, directly or indirectly. So, today's topic is public finance. Okay. So first of all, the introduction part, that what is basically a public finance. So public finance is the branch of economics and it studies the financial activities of the government. So what are the financial activities that we study in public finance? These are those financial activities which through which government used to take money like fees, taxes, and everything, and also that where the government expenditure is going, whether it is going in your health, it is defense, it is corporate, it is borrowing, everything. So that is the part that we deal in the public finance is financial activities of the government. Also deals with the government revenue, expenditure, and borrowing. That is what I told, that the government revenue, that from where the government is earning, its expenditure, that whether it is going in health department, how much it is going in defense. So as we know that right now India's most expenditure is going on its defense, and about 6% is going on the health part, education part. So that is the expenditure of the government. From where the government is borrowing, that is from the World Bank or ADB or from other sources. So these are the borrowing part of the government. So it helps the government achieve economic objectives and social objectives. Okay. So this is the introduction part of public finance, and now coming to the meaning of public finance. That what is basically we meant by public finance. So public finance refers to the study of government income and expenditure. As mentioned in the earlier introduction part, that public finance is the reference to the study of government income and expenditure. So it examines how government raises resources and uses them for public welfare. Whenever a government earns something, they used to did their expenditure in public finance for the public. Like the government is building parks, government is building hospitals, education department, schools, colleges, universities, or we can say railways. So all these are public property, and these are developed by the government from these this public finance part. It also includes public debt and financial administration. So what is the public debt? That whatever the government is borrowing, so that is the public debt. So as we can see in the picture, that public finance refers to the study of government income and expenditure, that from where the government income comes and where the expenditure goes. Second part is it examines how the government raises resources and uses them for public welfare. So how the government raises resources, that is through taxes, fees, fines, and other resources, obviously. So, and where it uses, that is for the public welfare, that is for your health, that is for your education part. It also includes public debt and financial administration. So public debt is the one that government borrows any loans, say that from World Bank, or we can say that from IMF or ADB. So these loans are the public debt. These are the loans of the government, and these are the public debt. So public finance deals with both expenditure as well as the resource part. So next is, what is the components of public finance? So the first component, altogether we are going to learn about 5 components. The first component is public revenue, that from where the government is earning its revenue, that is public revenue, that is through taxes, fees, fines, and other government incomes. Okay, and after that it comes public expenditure. So spending on education, health, defense, infrastructure, These infrastructure we can say that like from Udan scheme. So government is developing many airports, airstrips. That is the infrastructure part. Government is developing hospitals, new aims is being built. So that is the infrastructure part for the health sector. New universities are being built up. New campuses of education hubs are built up. So that is the infrastructure part for education. What is the public debt? That is borrowing of the government. And what is financial administration? So budgeting, accounting, and auditing. Any budget that a government prepare for some activities. So any type of activity, a budget is prepared, forecast, and after that, accounting is taken in the process, and then the auditing part comes, that whether the budget is utilized in a wise and a sustainable way or not. So budgeting, accounting, and auditing. This is the part of the component of the public finance. Fiscal policy, taxation, and expenditure policies of the government. So taxation is the part that from where the government is pulling its resources. So, like if you are giving income tax, say GST, corporate tax. So these are the taxation part from which the government is earning, and expenditure part. So from to where the government is expending these incomes. So that is the expenditure part of the government. Okay, so we have learned about first, that is introduction, that public finance. What is public finance? It is the branch of economics that deals with the financial activities of the government. And what kind of activities? That is government revenue, expenditure, and borrowing. That is the public finance. Meaning of public finance is that the government examines how it examines, the public finance examines that how government raises resources and use them for public matter. Okay, and what are the components? These are public revenue, public expenditure, public debt, financial administration, and the fiscal policy. Okay. So we have covered meaning, components, and the introduction of public finance. So that's all for today. Thank you. Stop.